Hey everybody, Girl is HD here with some gameplay for you all, and plus a live commentary. And now, before I start the commentary, my buddy here, who is XX Got Kills XX, you also check out his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is XX Got Kills XX. It's his his gamer tag. So you all should check him out, subscribe to him, comment on his videos, and like his videos. Now, for the commentary. This is a really funny commentary, and this happened about 2 or 3 years ago, I believe. Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. And now, I don't know if every single state has this place, but even if it doesn't or does, I'll still explain it anyway. So about 2 or 3 years ago, I went to this really fun type of place called Chuck E. Cheese, and if you guys don't know what it is, it's like a whole bunch. It's like an arcade, but it's not for like teens. It's more like for like kids and little kids. And so it was really fun there. Obviously, it's a really fun place. And so they have like an arcade type of area and like a big giant jungle gym like in the middle. Like people go through like tubes and stuff like that. It's like really huge up in like not on the ground. It's like up high, like where the ceiling is. And then right next to that, on like the right side, there's like a baby area for like toddlers, and there's like a huge fence around it. And the fence is like not a hard metal fence, but it's a soft fence, and it's like really cool type of looking fence. So, I decided to run over to the fence and climb it. So I kept doing that like non-stop the entire time I was there. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but like, well, also there's like a arcade machine, like leaning against the fence, like right outside the fence. And so then after I was like kept climbing the fence, I climbed up the arcade machine and I sat on top of the arcade machine. So I was sitting around on it and I was like looking around, and all of a sudden in the distance I see like this guy who's buff, and he was like wearing like sort of a suit and sort of not a suit, but he was charging over to me. I'm like, oh my god, who is this? And all of a sudden, I realized that's the manager of Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, oh god, am I in trouble? So then, all of a sudden, he starts. I just jump down and I try to hide behind the machine, but the machine has like I can't hide behind it. So I would like practically like suffocate. I would like be crushed. And then, so then he comes over to me and he's like, where's your parents? What are you doing here? And every time I go to Chuck E. Cheese with my sister and her friends, my dad would always just drop us off. He would never stay there with us. Well, sometimes he would, other times he wouldn't. But that time he did not stay there with us. So he was like screaming at me, saying, "Where's the parents? Where's the parents?" So then I'm like, I didn't know what to say. I was like scared. I'm like, oh my god, am I like in trouble? Am I going to jail? And I was like around, probably like around 10 or 11. So like obviously I was like, am I going to jail? I'm so scared. So then I just pointed to a random couple that I saw, the first couple I saw that was walking like back behind us. I just pointed to them. So then the guy starts going over to them, and I literally run out of that place. And I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? I run out of that place, and then there's like a plaza. So there's a Target, like it's like a supermarket, not supermarket, but like whatever, like a clothing store, supermarket, all that crap. And like, so then I just run right into there. So I'm just walking around in there like pretending nothing happened. And all of a sudden, like probably 5 minutes later, I see him walking into there. I'm like, really? How does he know where I am? So then he walks into there, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna run where the food is. So I ran where the food is, and I just like stayed around there for like a couple more minutes. And then I see him walking to the food area. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Does this guy know where I'm at like every single time? So then I just run to like where the baby clothing are, like where the baby stuff is. So then, there's like a type of aisle thing inside there for like where they put like the baby strollers on top of and stuff like that. So then there's like a middle section where you can go like where the stuff is. So I went through there. I was hiding behind like 2 strollers, and he walked by me. I'm like, oh god, thank god he did not see me. So then I got out and I started following him in the distance so that I wouldn't know where he was going and stuff like that. And thank god he never caught me. He never saw me once. But he left that place. So then I was like standing outside with like outside Target where there's like benches and like people smoke at and stuff like that and just hang out, I guess. So then I see him go back to Chuck E. Cheese. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I always decided not go back to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, oh, God, no, I'm not going back inside there. But then all of a sudden, I was just standing outside Target like 5 minutes, just like looking around. So then all of a sudden, he comes out again. I'm like, what? He comes out with the two people that I pointed at that I said were my parents, which are not my parents. So then all three of them come out. They all three go into Target. I'm like, why are they going into Target again? So then I follow them again, and I see they went into the baby area and pointed down to the baby area. I'm like, okay, he obviously saw me, which made no sense to me at all. Like, this entire thing made no sense to me. Like, he saw me, apparently, like, hiding behind a stroller. He goes out to get them and all that. I'm like, what? It was like, it made no sense at all. It was probably the world's stupidest thing I've ever dealt with in my life. But it was really freaking funny. Really, really funny. I mean, he never caught me, apparently, I think. But there's still more to, a little bit more to the story. So, after that, I decided to go back into Target. I'm just like when you're walking, some Targets have, like, if it was a super Target, they would have a food area. Not like a food, like all of them have, like, a supermarket as well in there. But there's, like, a food area. You just go up to there to get, like, an icy or a hot dog or pretzel, something like that. So I decided to go over there. There's like a bathroom in there, so I decided to go in the bathroom. It's a window. So I got out the window, and then the window leads to like a back place, like a back parking lot where like nobody goes, like where all the trucks go to like deliver stuff. So I just got out there and I went all the way back into Chuck E. Cheese, and then all of a sudden I see my dad's there. So then I'm just like, oh, okay, but then we just left, and I'm just like, I never told anybody this story, ever, because, well, I did tell people, but I never told my family, because they would be like, say what? And like, you used to bet? Like, really? So, I never told them that, but it was really funny, because I never got really caught, but, you know, it was a really funny story, but, you know, and after that, you know, we all left, and then the next time, then probably like a week or two later, we went to the same exact Chuck E. Cheese again. The guy was there, and that guy was the one that was like putting like this weird stamp on people to make sure like your kid doesn't get stolen. They all had the same exact stamp. People, like, one family had the same exact stamp, another family had a different one. So then he was the one doing the stamps. He saw me, and he just said, "Oh, hello." I'm like, what? And he said, "Oh, I remember you." I'm like, "I don't remember you." He was like, "Yeah, you're the one that I kicked out." I'm like, "You never kicked me out." Apparently, I am now banned from Chuck E. Cheese. Every Chuck E. Cheese in my state, I am banned from. Why? I mean, obviously because of this, but I mean, it's probably really stupid. But anyway, yeah, he banned me from that Chuck E. Cheese, banned me, not all of my state, but banned me from all the Chuck E. Cheese, all the Chuck E. Cheeses that are in my, I like to say, region. Like, in the county, yeah, the county. So I'm banned from Chuck E. Cheese. It's sad. That was a really cool place. But they have another place like that, but it's more for like older age kids, like teenagers, called Boomers, which is more fun. They have like go-karting, like miniature golf, all that stuff. So it's really fun. Anyway, this is it for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Subscribe for more videos. Hope y'all enjoyed. And I'm out.